Yesterday after school was so embarrassing, Justine said. The woman shouted, "Pig pee," at me. "Pig pee," she yelled. Then she slammed her door in my face. As usual at recess, Justine was hanging out at the school flagpole with her friends, Michael and Safdar and Jimmy Blatzo. "Pig pee?" Blatzo asked. "I know," Justine said. "Can you believe it? I'd carefully explained it was pig urine, and I'm just trying to help the environment and make a little money with door-to-door sales. I guess sometimes you have to put up with stuff like that when you're the Queen of Green." Oh, hi. Yeah, like I didn't know you were watching when I was reading the opening to Justine McKean and the Bird Nerd. You can tell it's for that audience, say grade 3 to 5. And I have another story right here. I hope you don't mind.
Messages can be sent in many ways, from a method as ancient as carving to lettering in plain view that just needs to be seen in a different light, to binary digits sent through cyberspace, to a video from a dead friend. Here's what's different. The messages to me started with emails that my friend is sending me 2 weeks after he drowned trying to escape the island. Betrayed, I become the hunted, trapped on the same island, where I can trust no one, not even my father.
On the morning that King betrayed his father, the white of the clouds was so pure against a blue sky it almost hurt the eyes. The crispness of the air and the sigh of a breeze among the swaying tops of the spruce gave the illusion of eternal tranquility. But King felt no tranquility, and he could cling to no illusions, especially about his father. Oh, did I mention I'm an author? Yeah, check this out. Pretty silly, right? Me pretending to be a rock star at one of the schools that I go to. By now I'm sure you've figured out, but I just want to say hi officially. I'm Sigmund Brouwer. I'd like to thank the Rosé Foundation for making this possible, for making the video possible to reach you. And today we're going to talk about starting a story. But first we're going to talk about the Story Ninja attitude. Yeah, t-shirt, logos, it might be a little too much, but no. Because once you have the Story Ninja attitude, I promise it'll make your writing a lot easier. As for what the Story Ninja attitude is, it's pretty simple. Writing is a delivery system that delivers stories. And I'd suggest if you have fun with story first, then you'll have something to write and it'll make your writing worthwhile. Story ninjas know this. Stories are so fun to use to mess with other people. I have a best friend who used to play in the NHL, and if I've been at your school, you've heard me tell this story, but basically some guy stepped on the ice and started getting rid of all of his hockey equipment, and they discovered later that this guy had hung his equipment in the corner of the dressing room where cockroaches came out of the walls at night. The cockroaches had crawled into the guy's equipment. He dressed in such a hurry to get onto the ice. It wasn't until he started skating that the bugs began to crawl up his skin. Why does that make it a great story? Because it grabs your feelings. So here's your reminder about the Story Ninja attitude. You get to use great stories to mess with other people's feelings. How's this for a story starter? With the referee dropping the puck at center ice to start the game, my defense partner Jason Mulridge decided to lose not only his mind, but also much of his hockey equipment. We have the who, the where, the when, and the what, and the grabber problem. Who? Hockey player. Where? On the ice. When? As the referee is dropping the puck. What's happening? He's getting rid of his hockey equipment. And of course the problem is this. Why is the guy getting rid of his hockey equipment? I'm going to throw out an advanced Story Ninja trick. Yesterday after school was so embarrassing the woman shouted "Pig pee" at me. "Pig pee," she yelled. I was trying to grab you with the curiosity problem. And I'm trying to get the problem in even before you learn the who, what, where, when. Because it's the second paragraph where, at usual after recess, Justine was hanging out at the school flagpole with her friends Michael and Safdar and Jimmy Blatzo. Pig pee, pig pee, pig pee, and I see my book waving around. Pig pee hooks us with curiosity, and then we get to understand it's at recess by the flagpole, hanging around talking. As for Dead Man's Switch, I'm not sure I could have got the problem in there any earlier than this. On the morning that King betrayed his father. So my Story Ninja advice, you need to picture who, what, where, when. Once you understand the grabber problem that's going to start the story, when you write it, give us the problem first, then fill in the who, what, where, when, and I promise your readers will be hooked. So let's talk a little more about how you can use the Rockstar Story Ninja hand. I would like you to put down on a piece of paper a 4-digit PIN. You know, personal identification number, the four things you plunk into the keypad if you're going to use a bank card or anything like that. It could be 0012, it could be 5823, whatever it is. We're about to pause, and I want you to use that pause break to write down 4 digits. Well, here's the good news and the bad news. The good news is, if you're going to daydream a story, we're not expecting anything very serious, okay? The bad news, yeah, you're stuck with what your digits gave you. If you wrote down 2112, you would circle the 2, the 1, and the 2, and your story would be Big Bird at noon in a pig pen changing diapers. If you have zeros, you circle the 10. So if you had 0, 4, 5, 8, you would have a ballerina at Christmas time in a closet eating fried worms. Now remember, you already wrote down your secret pin. You can't change it. Have fun daydreaming a story that takes place from there. Hang on, before you get started, let's remember the advanced Story Ninja move. You have to picture who, what, where, when, as given by your digits, but don't begin writing with who, what, where, when. Imagine your problem first, write the problem down, then give us the who, what, where, when. And let's say you did 5832. 5832. You and a crazy cat at breakfast time in a monkey cage changing diapers. So you know where it's taking place. Daydream what that problem could be. The cat claws your head. I mean, that's maybe not a great problem, but you're going to have time daydreaming it. So start your story like this. I felt the pain of cat's claws scraping against my scalp. Tonight, when you get a chance to share with your family, just read out the first paragraph to them and see how much more they want after you've grabbed them with the problem first, filled in the who, what, where, when second, and they're going to beg you for more of the story, and you might want to sit down and daydream more and more of the story and keep writing it for it. Tonight, when you're sharing a meal with the family, maybe have them all do the same thing. Don't show them this sheet. Have a copy of it ready. Ask them to write 4 digits, and then in turn, as they give you those 4 digits, announce to them what their story is going to be about. And you could spend 5 or 10 minutes each coming up with stories based on who, what, where, and when. And it'll prove to all of you that the Rockstar Story Ninja hand really does work. And to wrap up, I get a chance to do a follow-up video. Email me your story. Email me any questions or comments you have. You can see the email address right here. I will look forward to replying by video in the next couple of weeks. See you later, Story Ninjas.